Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early morning crafts with Lori. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today as we get our day started, our happy Friday going today. Let me just switch gears here. All right. Let me go over here and let me say a proper good morning to you. Well, good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? I got my bright colors on this morning, representing fall. I know we got a couple more days before fall, but I am such a fall person. I had to get started right away. My name is Lori Brown. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, which just basically means that I demonstrate beautiful greeting cards, fun cards, crafts using Stampin' Up products. And I am here this bright and early. Sometimes I'll be running a little late. So 6 a.m. ish. I think I'm going to have to put down that early morning crafts and coffee is 6 a.m. ish. Because I'm starting to get into my rhythm now. And my rhythm is just a little bit off. So I have to tailor things so that I can, because this is my happy space. This is the way I start every morning. But let's get it going because I got a lot to cover today. Here we go. What are you drinking this morning? I got my hot coffee with creamer. That's my first sip, and that's why I'm running a little behind because I had to run and grab my coffee, and it's nice and hot. I do like to have my first sip on the live though, while I'm getting started, because when you have that first sip, it just takes you somewhere else, right? I mean, it's just wonderful. So anyway, thank you for being with me throughout this collection, this series, all about autumn. This has been such a learning journey. I call it Lori's Crafting Journey. That's the name of my blog, my website. Lori's Crafting Journey, because I wanted to document my journey from doing no crafts at all these years, no crafts. Well, when you're elementary school, you do little crafts, that kind of thing. But I tell you what, I just did not go down that road. But recently, here a couple months ago, I just started getting interested and watching the other demonstrators do these beautiful cards, and I would feel so much peace. I said, well, I am going to do it too. So anyway, that's how I got here. And then I decided, well, I just don't want to do it. I like to talk. I like to be able to work it out. So I decided to do it this way. And anybody that wanted to participate can come on and go with me on my journey. So if you are, I say caregivers because my heart really go out to caregivers because that's what I do too. And those that are overwhelmed, got so much going on in their life, and need a few minutes to just kind of do something fun and quiet. And well, I don't know how much quiet it's going to be with me around, but just kind of going through and crafting is just so peaceful and wonderful. And then I call it crafting with a purpose, because the purpose is when we get done and I get done with these cards, who am I going to give them to? Who is going to be the recipient of these beautiful cards? The time and love, the crafting, the stamping, the cutting, the dyes, the water coloring. And then we're going to be doing some embossing with powder up here soon. Oh, it's so much fun. The bows, the ribbons, just the whole 9 yards. Somebody got to be a recipient of it. And it's so many people in this day and age, so many people, so much time, so many things that's going on in our lives, that a card with a smile. I'm thinking about you, right? Today, I think we got with a grateful heart, with a grateful heart, I'm giving you this card because I appreciate what you've done for me. And then we did the other ones, like the ones I did yesterday was, I'm thinking of you. Who has a birthday? I mean, fall is coming. There are fall birthdays. There are fall weddings. There's so many fall things that's happening. I'm thinking about you, as you starting off this new school year, you're in college, sending a card. Hey, I'm thinking about you. How's it going up there in them dorms? What's happening? Your auntie thinking about you. Your grandma thinking about you. Okay, enough of that little rant. But I want to say thank you for being here with me. So today what we're going to do is I'm just going to do a recap, a quick. I've been doing that every episode in my series, but we're pretty much rounding things off today with two fun cards. And I finished the 3-in-1 um, diagonal series. I don't even know what they call it, stacking or something or another, that I learned by watching other demonstrators. Oh, I got to tell you, the demonstrators that are out there are phenomenal, just phenomenal. And how they come up with these techniques. Now, mind you, they've been doing it like 12, 13, 35 years. I said, one woman was on it 35 years. She's been doing it. And I just heard about Stampin' Up and doing these cards. And then when you go out there, there's so many people doing it. It's wonderful. It's a huge community, not just nationwide, but internationally. There's a huge community of people doing this. And I just, I felt like I felt right in place there. So now I want to come along with some others. So if you want to join me, come on, be one of the first group that come on in, and we craft together and we do things together virtually. Okay, we don't have to do it in person; it could be virtually. You get some crafts, get on in, and on Friday and Saturday nights, gonna be my card nights. My card nights. Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna make some cards. Gonna do some fun. All right, a couple announcements, or just one announcement. Stampin' Up is doing a international card making day. It's October 7th, and I said I was going to have that for you today, and I don't have. But I can tell you today is October 7th, and what is now you can get your supplies now, and virtually they're going to be creating a card, and nationwide and internationally we're going to come online together and create this card. Now I know the series they're going to be working with, but I don't know what the card is going to look like. So I'm excited to see what that card is going to turn out to be. So a lot of fun stuff going on. Sign up for the website for me. Lori Brown Crafting Journey. I'm going to start building out my description on my pages now. I have taken it step by step. Did you realize that today is the 29th live? 29! Woohoo! I am doing it. But I said I would say this. As I go along, I'm building out to get more information. So I'm going to have more details. But on my website, you can sign up for the newsletter. It comes out tomorrow, maybe Sunday, depending on how. I told you this is the Lori Brown way, right? Where we're going to have so much fun there. I have a survey in there. Then I'm going to be giving away some things too. So if you're interested, come on and join me. So now let's get started. We're going to do a recap, and then I'm going to do something I learned. Shout out to all these very seasoned, talented demonstrators out there that put their work out there for us to share and learn. And I'm learning. So I'm going to learn something new. We're going to learn something new together today. So come on and go with me, and let's do this thing. I'm going to switch over now here. All right. So this right here is what we worked on yesterday. See this one? So this is the variation of the stacking. Basically, we stacked three different designer series paper, specialty paper, and we cut it in three different areas. And then we took them apart and we made different cards with each one. I changed the color on them. Okay, I kept the style the same. I changed the color, but isn't that beautiful? I'm thinking of you. These are some beautiful fall cards. We got our beautiful maple leaf on these. I gotta tell you, I went nuts with the maple leaf. I got maple leaf everywhere. And in the last card, I put the little veins from the leaves up here. But then on the last card here, I went crazy. I did maple leaf, maple leaf, maple leaf. I did all the maple leaves. And on the inside, I was going to put the maple leaf. I said, no, that's a little doing too much. But I got all of these beautiful, beautiful cards set out here. Now, so I said I was going to do a real quick recap. So this is from yesterday. All right. And what started it all is I seen them doing these layers and I couldn't help myself, right? So I did this set here. Look at this beautiful set here. Absolutely lovely. Still, look, my maple leaves are still there, but I did a different designer set with these. You see, and this one is Autumn teaches us that change can be good. Change can be good, y'all. So I did this change. Boom, boom, boom. I shifted these. And you know, our designer series paper have it's two-sided. One-sided is let me show you. One-sided could be like this, and then another side. And I did that in this series here. Then when you flip it over, you got something else on the back, two-sided. All right, so that's what we have going on here. Just absolutely beautiful. So we got this one. We have all of these. All right, so that's a whole series, a collection, which would make a nice gift for someone, you know, that they'll be able to give away. See how pretty it is right on the inside? Did I do them all? Yep, I finished them up. And I brought a little of the outside in on each one. Just a little of the outside in on each one. There's plenty of room for them to write their message. Absolutely beautiful. I love, love, love what I learned so far. So today we're going to do a little bit of that as well. Just before I get this going, because we're wrapping up our All About Fall collection series. I have 2 more left that we're going to do. And as you know, what I've done is I have taken the All About series. This is out of our new fall collection, All About Autumn. I have taken this series and I recreated these cards. I recreated them. Hold on one second. I got to take another sip. So good. So I recreated the cards. I did this one. Okay, now this one is the very first one I did, the slim one in the series. Look at that maple leaf. Woo, love that leaf. And then the second one I did, I went right here and did this one. That was my blooper. I keep talking about my blooper because it was so funny. So this is the second one I did. Or the third one. Okay. So I went to go do it and I'm working it. I did the whole card and didn't realize until I picked it up again that I did it backwards. So that was my blooper of the series. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful though? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so that was this one. Okay. I did do it over again to make sure I did it right, you guys. I did redo it. Oh, what's that? It's a little blippy there. We got to fix that. All right. And then here is the third card. Now, here's what I like about this one. If you could see this, this is embossed. See how I had to emboss that right there. Ooh, sorry, nails are a mess this morning. But I had to emboss the leaves. Isn't that nice? Oh my gosh, so much fun. And then I did this one next. Okay. And this is where we took this ribbon and we shredded it kind of. And it came out so nice. And then we layered. I got a chance to absolutely a lot of layering. I did 1, 2, 3 layers on this. And then 2 layers. Just so much fun working with this card here. Brought a little outside in. Okay, and I did 2 of these layered. And in this one, I forgot to put in the little branches. I call them veins because those are actually the veins in the leaf, you know. Okay. And then my next one was this one. Now you see this was yellow. I did not have the yellow color, so I just used what is that? Mom. I'm still learning all the names to the colors, but that's I used that. Okay. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. But you know what? This was the very first time I used white ink. Look at that. The very first time. I like the shining of this. This is also layered. It's stamped. I stamped it and I layered it. Learning a lot. And I bought plenty of room, writing room for a message on here. So this series is wonderful. And the very last one I did, this is my second one I did with white ink with a grateful heart on here. And this one is just empty. Wait a minute. I think I did one. Yeah. Look, I didn't finish that. I got to finish that one. Look at this one. Okay. I had a challenge with this one here. There is a way where they do a blended color on here. We're going to work with that next week for sure because I don't know how they did it. Okay, and I bought my maple leaves on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful series. So I'm excited about that series. I hope that you are as excited, especially if you love fall. I mean, I folded up with these cards this week. All right. We're on day 29. It would have been 30 today, but we had the holiday in there and had such a nice time for the holiday. So that put us off. But otherwise, I'm here Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. ish. 6 a.m. ish. Close to 6 a.m. And I started out, boom, 6. But something happened along the way. All right, so I'm going to put these over here. And today, there's another technique I learned. Shout out to the wonderful people that did this as well. It's also in the catalog. Okay, let me see. I'm going to flip this over. This catalog, I worked this catalog. I mean, I've worked this catalog. Okay. Right here, we're going to do some more stamping, okay? Let me bring this up a little bit. See if you can see that. You see, we're going to stamp the card. We're going to cut out, stamp, cut out, and then I'm going to place the vein on top of there. That's going to be a fun one. But this one, look how they did multiple stamping of different colored leaves. So we're going to do this one as well. And but I'm going to do it on special. I seen somebody do it on specialty paper. This one, do it on specialty paper. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to do it on specialty paper. Yes, 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 we are. Yes, 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 we are. Okay, so let's get started. All right, I hope your week went amazing. My week was very interesting. Let me just put it like that. I had a very interesting week. So we're going to start off with this one. I wanted to go a little bit lighter. All my cards are a little bit, see, they're a little bit on the darker side. They're beautiful. They're all the fall colors because these are see the coloring of all of these. So I thought I'd go just a tiny bit brighter. These are the two fun card colors we're going to do for today. So anyway, we're going to first get started with stamping. I am going to stamp this card. Put this right here. I'm going to stamp on here. Yeah. And we're going to put a beautiful maple leaf right on the front. All right. But first, let me pull this out. And this is, okay, this is the stamp we're going to use for this one. Okay. And let me pull out my colors. The color I'm going to use on this one is I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock. Let's see. I got another. I use so much Pretty Peacock. Let me go with a different feel. Let's try this one. We're going to do Mossy. We're going to do Mossy Meadow. This is a new stamp for me, Mossy Meadow. Just opened it. All right. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make the background of it. Let me make sure I got it right. I'll do it wrong on the back, wrong side. Okay, let's get this started. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this, stamp off in different directions all around the card. All right, do this one this way, and just some off. And we'll do this one like that. Just doing the base, our background. All right, let's do one off to the side on here, giving it its own kind of background. Okay, and let's do another one here and here and here, there. Okay, so that's going to be the background. Okay, that's going to be the background of our card. So it kind of have its own little thing going on. Okay. So we're going to start with that one, which is very nice. Then the next thing we're going to do is, how are those plans going for the weekend? I did my first cider mill trip last week. Okay, so I'm going to do another one this week. And I'm excited about it, going in. I had mentioned I think I put it on my Facebook page that at one point when I was a little younger, before the pandemic and all that fun, or not fun, all that interesting stuff happened, I wanted to, and even a few years before the shut in and everybody had to stay in, I wanted to go to all the cider mills in Michigan because I wanted to visit them all. Let me close this up because I am notorious for getting ink all over the place. So we're going to keep that closed so I don't have any accidents. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we are going to cut out our maple leaf. Okay. All right, that's our maple leaf. First, we're going to stamp it, and I am going to, okay, this is our cutout for our maple leaf. And then I am going to, that's a cutout for maple leaf. Then I'm going to cut this one out because that's the coloring of the vein on the leaf we're going to use. So I need to cut this out. So we're going to do a little cut stamping. First, I gotta cut this out. Let me get my let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, let me get my maple leaf out. All right. So what are your plans for the weekend? I am definitely going to find me another cider mill. I was gung-ho. I wanted to write a book about cider mills, and I'm getting my my stamp ready here. I wanted to do a book about cider mills. And then I thought, I don't have the book. I could just blog about my cider mill experience. But like I said, that was quite a few years ago. And now that I'm getting back out more than I was, I am going to venture out. There was a time I was doing 2 and 3 cider mills a weekend, especially right after my children were off at college. And I had a lot of time on my hands. Okay. So the coloring I'm going to do for this particular one, I'm going to use wild wheat. Okay. It's a nice color. I'm going to stamp off on it a little bit because it looks like that's the darker color. Okay, I think I want that coloring there. Let me try it one more time. Make sure I got it all. Okay, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm also going to use this as well because this right here, okay, has a very nice, it's flat. And I know my stamping on here is going to be a little bit easier. So it's a little more solid, just feel like. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. And again, I'm going to wipe this end off, make sure I don't have any extra googa mooga on there. Googa mooga. All right. I get that from my niece. She said, oh, look at that googa mooga. Okay, so we're going to do 1 for the darker one. Okay, see, that's a little faint, but that's okay. I'm going to do it up here in case I got to do another one. So we're going to try and get this whole thing on here like that. Okay, I'm all right. I'm happy with that one. I'm going to do one more dark one. I'm going to do it. I think this was going to be too dark for my card color. All right, now. Yeah, that's a nice one. But I think this is too dark. So I'm going to go with this one. I don't know. Which one do you think? This one or this one? This one has a little more. But this is fine. I like the character in that one. Okay, good enough. So let's keep it moving. Because I will sit here and I will do a little debating, which is what I don't need to be doing right now. Okay, so we're going to close this one out. Okay, let me grab that. Okay, so that is the wild wheat is what they call it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to cut out. I'm going to cut out this. Put this over here for a minute. And I'm going to take this. This paper right here is, I cut this out earlier in the series. All right. And this is actually 12 by 12. 12 by 12. And I am going to cut it right at 6 inches here, right in half. Okay, I'll put that over here. And then I'm going to cut it at 3, just so that if I have to use it again, I have, wait a minute, 6. Oh, no, this has to be cut at 6 as well because it's 6 by 6. I mean, 12 by 12. Cut this one right at 6. All right. And then I'm going to do it one more time by 3 here. This one over here. And I think, see, I can cut this out perfect. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do the die for this one. I'm going to do the die for this one. And then our sentiment we're putting on here is for all that you do. So I need to stamp that one out. For all that you do. All right, let me find that one. Okay, for all that you do. Look how small that one is. Nice and tiny, just small. But it's going to look nice on the card. Let me grab it. Okay. Let's cut out for that one. Nice and small. It's going to go right in here. Okay, in this one. all that you do. Okay. Now, I tell you, the one thing I'm learning as I go along on this journey, 28 days, I also do some crafting with the woman who sponsored me, my sponsor, my friend. I do some stamping over to her house too, especially when I first got started. She helped me understand what the terminology is and everything. And it's just so fun. And I met so many wonderful people. Matter of fact, I did a blog post on crafting friends. And that's where I talk about the friends and the people that you meet, you know. Lots of fun doing this. It's a nice community, you know. All right, and I want us to be able to do that too. Okay. All right, so I am going to, let's see. Yep, that'll fit. Let me just cut this off here. We'll put this back here. Half the battle is making sure I kind of keep things organized as I go along. Okay. Right after I get done with this, I do have to log in to work, and that keeps me good and busy. But I tell you, when I start the day with this, it's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna grab this here. All right, and I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to stamp this. I'm gonna stamp the sentiment also in wild wheat. Okay. All right, we put that there, and let me get my stamp. Okay, here it is. It's so tiny. It's so tiny, I almost lost it. Okay, so we're going to put this right here, right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to stamp it right up here. And this is for all that you do. Okay, that looks good. Only have to do one. Let's see if I could get one even clear. Put this one down here. I like this one better. I'm glad I did it twice. All right. So let's close this back up. Back up there. And then we're going to, all right. So we got that. So I'm going to put this off. And I think that's all the ones we have to stamp. Okay. We got this one. We got this. We're going to stamp this one, and this one. Okay. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Woo-hoo. All right. Now, let me bring up my embossing machine over here. Put that right there for a minute. And take a minute. And I am going to start cutting these out. I do need to put these over here where I can find them. Okay. So let's start with our maple leaf. And this is the going to use to cut this out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up, line the pieces up just like so. Now, every once in a blue moon, I say my hands aren't as steady as they used to be. Okay. I think we can get away with that one. Boom. We're going to run this right through here. Hold on, my handle came off. Put my handle back on so I'm able to turn it. Okay, there we go. All right. Ready? Okay, we got you. Woo! Got it. So I can tell you I have really grown fond of my maple leaf. Okay, here's our cutout. See, it's nice and beautiful there. You know what? It seems like my light is just so bright. Let me bring it up a little bit. All right, just a little bit. Because it is a little bit too bright for me. Okay. All right, now, so we got our maple leaf. Let's look at it again. And there's our maple leaf. Looks pretty good. All right, and I do have to work with these nails. My apologies. It is just doing its own thing. Okay. Now this is going to be the vein of our maple leaf. Okay, we're going to put this right here. Bring it up. I kind of want to use, because see, I can cut this and reuse this piece again at another time. Pull this out. All right, we're going to get all our cutting done. That's the second one. Okay. All right, we're going to pull that one out. And then the last one, I believe, the last one we need to cut out is the sentiment. Okay, we'll put that there. And we're going to, I said I was going to do this one. I'm going to turn this around. We're going to put it right in the center here. See if we can keep this from moving. All right, get it just so. Now, let me stand up a minute, make sure I got that just right. Okay, so we're going to put this just right here. Okay. So, see the focus. I can hear the clock in the back because it's so quiet. We got it. We lay it down. Boom, I think I got it. Oh. Okay, let's run it through. Hopefully I ain't cut anything off. That's the only thing about the real small ones. Ooh. I don't know if I like the small. Give me the big ones with the 4 and 5 lines. Oh, yeah. It's off a little bit, but it'll work. What you think? For all that you do, it's on there. It is on there. All right, now let's get this out the way here. And let's keep it moving. Okay. So now that my little mat is all over the place. Okay. So we got this one here for all that you do. We got this. We got, and here's our card. Put this over here. All right. So I got my pick it up. Pick it up. This tool is really nice. It helps me with the smaller things where my hands just aren't steady like they used to be. Okay, so we're just going to, all right. These little holes help me pull this out of the die. Here we go. Just enough. And then we just go right on in there and pull it out. And then here we go. Look how pretty that is. It gives it a coloring to it. Coming up here soon in another week or so, once I get my equipment in, we'll be able to do with powder and glossy embossing. Oh, I can't wait to do that. That's going to be fun. Okay, so you see this is going to lay, this vein fits right here, okay, on the leaf. It's pretty. It's very pretty. So my job is to try and line it up as much as I can with the lining here. All right. As much as I can, get it lined up. Okay, there we go. The maple leaf one. All right. So let me get my little stuff going on here. Now we're going to glue this down. It's a simple card, but it's fun and it's bright and I love it. And it's for all that you do. And it's just the thought of giving something nice to somebody, you know. Who does a lot for you? Who do you appreciate, you know? I got this in. I've been using this all week. I'm going to shake it up. This is that glue with the tiny, tiny point on it. See that? And it got this cute. I'm going to be just talking about this because I love it. You should have seen what I was doing with these tiny cuts before, before this one. Oh, my Lord. Yes, you should have seen what I was doing. Okay. Now, however, this do come out a little fast. So I got to be take my time and go through. I don't think I need a lot. Just a dot here and a dot there will do it. I just wanted to lay down, especially the ends, to lay down on the leaf. Let's move this out the way a little bit. Okay, I just wanted to lay down nice and so I'm just going to just kind of dot them a little bit. Okay. All right. And put this here and here, here, and here. Okay, I think that should do it. That should do it. All right, so now I'm going to pick this up here. All right, and I'm just going to turn it around. And I'm going to see how well I can get this to line up. Don't have to be perfect. Well, yeah, I like it to be a little bit the way it's supposed to be. Where the veins line up right on in here. And like this line up there. And this line up just a little bit here. Okay, we hold this down. All right. This looks like it needs a little more help. So I'm just going to put a dot right there. Let's see if we can get that to lay down there for me. Yep, got it. Okay. Look how cute that is. Oh, wait. We don't want to stick into the paper yet because we got to put it on the card. All right. Okay, and I think I could do another little dot right here. Lay this down right there. Okay. Got that. Okay. There we have it. Look how nice it turned out to be. Okay, so let's keep it moving. All right, so now we have this nice, simple, pretty card. Look how nice that is. And we're going to put this on some dimensionals here. Okay. All right. I'm just going to turn this around and put some dimensionals on here. So that gives a nice, beautiful look here. And one in the center right here. All right, and we're just going to pull this off. 1 and 2, and you know what we do. And a 3 and a 4, and here we go. All right. So now we're just going to center it right about here. And I'm going to just lay this down like here. I'm going to have to glue this down, I think, because I don't want it standing up for it to be broken. But I do want to have it like right here. And then All we're going to do is put our sentiment right. We're going to glue it right across, just like that. Right on there, just like that. For all that you do. All right, let's see. Just on this end here. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to have it off to the side like that. There we go. Maybe a little more over here. I want to make sure it sticks good. I'll put that on there like that. There we go. I think I got it. For all that you do. Isn't that a fun card? It's fun. It's easy. It's simple. For all that you do. I don't know if I want to lay this down or do I like it sticking up like that. Okay. There we go. There we have it. For all that you do. Beautiful. All right. So now what we're going to do is, I always like to bring the inside of the card. It gives it a little weight. And we're going to put our centerpiece on here. This, we're going to open her up. Oh, let me just get my stamp and stamp the back here real quick. Hold on 1 second for me. Do this one just like that. It's easy and quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Then right here, we're just going to, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to close it. There's a little, put that right back in there, that little needle. We put it back in there so it don't get sticky and ooey and googa mess up my. And then we're just going to, okay, maybe if I open it, I can get some glue out. Okay, here we go. All right. We're going to put this in. Put that right there in the center there. All right, just like that. And then we're going to do the top one. I learned from my sponsor, Julie, that she does them double. And it just gives it a better weight and feel to it when you put it in here. It's just nice. It makes the card nice. Okay, when someone gets it. Okay, we just put 2 in there. Now, my thought is, for all that you do I really want to put something on the inside? It's just a simple card. You can write a little something here. But what I could do, I do like to bring a little of the outside in for this. So what I could do is, let me just, that's nice. I'm just going to put a border on there. So let me cut this. I'm going to cut this at, let's see if I can get 4. Let's see if I can get 4 1/4 out of here. Nope, it won't be 4 1/4. It'll be 3 7/8 right here. I think I can do it. Cut this up. All right. And then we're going to do it at about 1/2 inch, maybe. Here's 1/2 inch, or maybe just a little bit more. 1/2 inch. Okay. Think that's big enough. All right. And then we're just going to put this one right here. Bring a little of the outside in, okay? Oopsie daisy. Okay. And then we're just going to glue it down right here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What a fun card. Isn't it fun? That lines up about right there, just a little bit. All right, so we're going to center it where a little white shows on each side. Okay, there we have it. Plenty of room to write a beautiful message to someone. Now, the only thing missing is we got to have a little of our, where are my, Here they go. All right, we're going to put a little of our embellishments on here. Our cute dots. Okay. And I have a few more of these wild wheat ones left. We're just going to put one here. And we're going to, I got it. Put one here. And one here. Just a few. Put one down here. I only have, let's put one down here. Okay. Just to give it an extra little cuteness to it. I'm still debating about that one. I guess we could just leave it hanging up. Okay. So we brought a little of the outside in. Keep it looking uniquely together. All right, that's our fun card number 1. How about that? Now, this next card that we're going to be working on, let me sit over here for a minute. Now, this one is going to be it should be very quick. But the fun thing about this is we getting ready to do some fun stamping. Okay, we got wild wheat. Okay, now we're going to have to move this card from here. We got wild wheat. We got, what's this one? This one is my Moody Mauve. We got Mossy Meadow. And we have our Copper Clay. Now, this is our designer paper. And what we're going to do is this is going to be fun. All right, just going to take me a few minutes. We are going to stamp until our heart is content. We get ready to do some stamping. I got 2 that I'm going to be stamping on. I'm going to be doing the 2-piece. No maple leaf on this one. So we're going to take the maple leaf off of this one. And we're going to go with these 2 leaves. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp and stamp off on this and make our own designer paper. So I'm going to stamp and I'm going to stamp off, stamp off, stamp off. Do it again. Stamp, stamp, stamp off, stamp, stamp. Okay, that's one color, right? Now, I'm going to wipe it off here. I'm just going to wipe it off. Oh, I need a wet one. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to stamp. All right, stamp it off, stamp, stamp. All right, let me do another one on this side. All right, another dark one on this side. Let's do it about right here. See how fun that is? Love it. Love it. So we're creating our own paper. Look at that. Talking about Fun Friday. Talking about stamping. We are stamping it up this morning. Stamp, 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 stamp it up. Stamping it up this morning. Stamp, 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 stamp it up. I have no idea. That just popped in my head. That just popped in my head. I told you this is doing it the Lori Brown way. All right. So now we got that. So we got those 2 colors. Now we're going to switch gears for the last 2 colors. We're going to go with the double leaf stamp. Okay. And we're just going to go, I think I'm going to do this one on this in here, 1. And then I'm going to do stamp it off. Do 1 here. It's okay. It's okay to overlap it. And then we're going to do 1. Let's do 1 here and here. On top of those. See? Nice. Do that color. And then we're going to do one more color. I think the last one is the copper color. But anyway, those three colors right there are absolutely beautiful. I don't need to overdo it, but I do want it to be very, very colorful. Very colorful. Okay. Now let's do the last color and then we'll be done. I think we'll do this one right here on this one. And maybe right here in the center for that color. And let's do here. How about right here? Trying to find this. Oh, right here. Here's a spot. Stamp that off here. And here. I think we need one more dark one down here on this side. Maybe right here. There we go. Look how pretty the paper is. Okay. Very nice. All right. So we got that stamp. All right. Now we're going to put this on top of our yellow paper. First, let me get rid of this one. Okay. I don't want to get any more ink anywhere else than where it's supposed to be, right? Only where it's supposed to be. And I need to wipe that one off. Let me wipe this one off now while I'm thinking about it. Here, let's wipe this one off. Let me just wipe the case off. That's better. Oh, wait a minute, a little more. All right, so as we get ready to wrap up this wonderful series, we're almost there. We're going to wrap things up, and I just want to say thank you for coming along with me on this series. It has been truly a fun-loving, blooper-filled, running late kind of series. But it's fall, honey. It's fall. And I know fall is not here until the 23rd this year, I believe. And it has been a ride. It has been a beautiful ride. And we're getting ready to go on to some very, very other exciting things. Okay, so we're going to take this beautiful print here, right? And we're going to pull it right on top of this one. So I'm going to need to cut the print down. Okay. And actually, yep. Our fun card. So let me cut this down. Put this right here. And we are going to cut this at, I want to get a nice little base around here. So we're going to cut this at 5. Okay. That's the long one. Yeah. Okay. And I think I'm going to use this for the inside. Yep. 5 3/4. Okay. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we're going to use this as our base right here. Look how pretty that is. And see, you don't really need to add anything else. It's just beautiful, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we're going to, let's get this glued up and get that on there center. Okay. I know my sponsor, Julie, goes, what are you going to do? I was over her house one weekend. She said, what are you going to do? Use the whole bottle? Why do you use so much glue? That was funny. Okay, we're going to put that right here like that. Okay. All right. It's just a beautiful card. Isn't that nice? And we kind of created our own ESP on here. ESP, DSP. Now, the thing about glue is it is a little friendly. It'll let you straighten things up a little bit when they're a little bit crooked. Okay. Now, the actual sentiment is with a grateful heart. So I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Okay. one here, and one here. All right. And we're going to put this one right here. I cut this out earlier with the grateful heart. We're going to line it up and we're going to put it right at the top here. Okay. Isn't this a fun Friday? We did some fun things today. We stamped on the DSP, designer specialty paper. We stamped on it. I mean, we stamped all the different colors on here. All right, now let me, oh, okay, now here is the thing, you guys. This is the thing. I got to do a bow. Now, you know how I feel about tying bows. I am not the best at tying bows. I really have to get used to doing better at tying bows. All right, so let's see if I can do this thing. I don't want to waste no ribbon trying to figure out how to tie a bow. So I'm just going to do it the Lori Brown way, and hopefully it'll come out nice. It'll come out nice. So we're going to pull it this way, and we're going to, let's give it lots of room for me to pull it to tighten it up. All right, so we're going to pull it this way, and pull it this way, and pull it this way, and see if we can now just pull it. Let's see if I just pull it, tighten it up. There we go. But I tightened it, but I don't want it that big. I want it big, but not too big. All right, we're going to round it off in there. Cute. Round it off in there like that. And then I'm going to cut it. Okay, and we're going to put the bow right here. Just like that. Put that underneath there and just kind of lay it right there. And that is going to be our fun card today. Wow, with the grateful heart. And you know, you can do any color card. All right, now I need to find my glue dots. Here's my glue dots. And all I'm going to do is take my glue dot and put it right on the back of this bow right here. Should I lay it this way? Which way lays better? I think it lays better this way, actually, with a grateful heart like that. Or does it lay better this way? Into the, I think it lays better this way. All right. So we're going to put this one on right here. And pull this off there. And, and pull this down a little bit. Make sure it's nice and round and cute. And it looks like a bow. Okay. And we're going to just glue it right there. Okay. And there. There we have it. I'm gonna clip this off just a little bit, just a little too much for me. There we go. That's better. And that one's fine. Look at my bow, y'all. Look at my bow. I did it. Got that with a grateful heart. And those are the two fun cards that we are finishing with for the fall, the All About Autumn series collection. What a round. Oh, and I'm talking like I'm done. I'm not done yet. Hold on one second. I still got to finish her up. Oh, what a fun series this has been. And I can tell you, I've been watching the trees every day, and the trees are turning beautifully out there. Oh, and I was on one street. I was coming back from the doctor's office, and there was this one tree on the whole street that was turning from top to bottom. None of the other tree, and it was a full line of trees. None of the other trees had turned yet. It was just this one tree. I wish I could have took a picture of it. It was like light at the top, then the middle part of the tree was darker, then the bottom of the tree was full blown color orange. It had like an orange, burnt orange, golden color to it. 3 different colors, 3 different levels. And it was just amazing. And it was the only tree on the street, the only one. Out of all those trees, it was the only one that had turned so beautifully. It was like somebody painted it. It was so beautiful. So I gotta tell you, fall in the, oh yeah, we're gonna bring the outside in right there. I'm just going to measure it with this. This is where I'm gonna cut it at, right there. Okay. Yeah, fall in Michigan is absolutely beautiful. Now, okay, I think that's it right there. Perfect. Just perfect. Okay. All right, there we have it. I'm going to glue this down here. And all right, we got that glue. I'm going to turn it this way, I think. And bring the outside in just like that. All right, and there we have it. Now it's finished. Look at there. What a beautiful, beautiful card. And you know what? I still have quite a bit of Moody Mauve. And I'm going to sip one right here just to give it an extra little Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So those are our fun cards for this Friday. And to close out our series, next week we are going to get started. I believe Paper Pumpkin is in or will be in by then. So definitely going to do our Paper Pumpkin for the month next week. And we're definitely going to get ready to start on some fun new catalog items. I know, let's see. I'll tell you more about it, but I think Paper Pumpkin and Variations is going to be up for grabs next week. All right. What an amazing week. Here we go. Here we go. These are our fun cards for today. And I like to close it out. Okay. There we go. I don't want to show. Let me do this. Now, these kind of help us to lay the card down a little better so it don't be popping up all over the place. There we go. That's much better. And we're going to pull this like that. Let's crease that. Yeah, so they lay down nice and flat. So there we have it. Our beautiful, beautiful fun cards for this Friday. Absolutely wonderful. We had an incredible series. This series, absolutely beautiful. And I want to say thank you so much for coming along with me. We're going to switch gears. I got a couple announcements, and then we're going to wrap this baby up for this week. Oh, I need a sip of coffee first. Hold on. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. All right, here we go. All right, well, what do you think? We had so much fun. This fun Friday. We stamped it up. Did we not stamp it up today? We did some stamping today. We turned the DSP, shiny DSP, into our own DSP. Doing it the Lori Brown way, which I learned. I learned that from other seasons. Everything I'm doing right now at this part of my journey, I'm only a couple months in. I am I'm just practicing and doing what I'm learning, what I'm seeing out there. And so far, so good. Ooh, this is my happy place, y'all. I'm telling you, my happy place. So thank you so much for coming along with me on the journey. Couple things I want to tell you. First, make sure you go and you sign up for the newsletter. Com. Sign up for my newsletter. I work on the first thing on Saturday morning. It should be out Saturday. Sometimes though, that Saturday looks like a Sunday. It's crafting the Lori's Brown way. Such a busy life, busy, busy, busy life, full of a lot of things going on. Hence why I wanted to do this, because it take me out of that element and put me into my happy space. And I'm hoping if you have never crafted, or you crafted before, or you just want to hang out, you know, even if you just want to hang out with me, come on and join me. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be announcing next week. Everything I haven't been announcing, I've been talking about, is going to be announced. It's going to be documented so that you can see it and you can come on and join me. The Friday night is crafting with Lori is going to be set. The date for that, um, the October 7th. The October 7th nationwide card making day is coming up. I'm gonna have all that information, where you can get your kit, your tools, your materials, so that you can be virtually creating a card with the rest of us. So much fun! And then the next thing I want to tell you is, if you need to get in touch with me, just go to loriscraftyjourney.com, right? And just go to loriscraftyjourney.com, and right at the top of the page, just click right on that contact and fill out the information, the question or whatever, call me or whatever you want me to know. It comes directly to my email, okay? It comes right to me, and when I see it, I'll respond as soon as I possibly can, okay? So with that being said, thank you for a wonderful, wonderful week. It has been truly, it has been a beautiful, beautiful journey. It has been a beautiful journey. All about autumn is all about it. It is doing it. Let me tell you. So feel free to go back to my previous videos to see that all that I did was all about autumn. Okay. Okay, that's enough. I'll talk to you next week, 6 a.m. ish. Monday, 6 a.m. I'll talk to you then. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And don't forget, put a smile on somebody's face today, because it'll come back to you multiplied. Smile at somebody. Put a smile on somebody's face. Okay? Spread the love. Talk to you again soon. Bye bye.